Say hi.
Hello.
What are we doing here?
We are talking about some upcoming and existing video game remakes and putting them on a tier list because there's too many of them.
You were saying before this how much you love remakes, and you think every game should be remade. You think like old games suck, and that you should just get rid of them and delete every old game, and then make it in Unreal Engine 5.
Something along those lines for sure.
Yeah.
The thing being that I actually think new games need remakes too.
Yeah.
Like Persona 3 Reload is already kind of outdated.
Yeah. Yeah. We need another one. Persona 3 Reload or Reloaded. Reload 2.
Yeah.
Reload Royal. All right.
Persona 3 Double Tap.
So let's just jump right into it. We gotta name the tiers. What do we want to name them?
I think S should be we should have done this before we started
Epic
recording.
Bacon. Is Epic Bacon?
Okay, Epic Bacon.
An A should be I guess this is
to be honest, I don't even know if you need an A tier for this. I feel like you only need 3 tiers.
Yeah, let's get rid of the bottom tier, kill it.
As for the middle tier, just call it Persona 3 Reload.
Persona 3 Reload.
Yeah.
That works.
I guess. Bad.
Big Stinks. Big Stinks. That's my rapper name. Big Stinks. Alright.
As for like my mental idea of these, Epic Bacon is like a remake that's good and actively improves. Persona 3 Reload is like if it's a mixed bag, but I like it.
It's Persona 3 Reload as if it's Persona 3 Reload.
And Big Stinks is if I think it's worse, or probably will be worse in the case of anything upcoming.
How many games have you played? I think I've played most.
I've played no games.
You've played no games. No games. To be fair, I did get the images for this, so it's mostly just the stuff I've played.
No, I've played quite a few.
You played games. You know games.
Should we start with Steins Gate reboot then?
I mean, the Persona 3 Reload's already on it, but let's start with Steins Gate.
Well, yeah, but should we start properly?
Yeah, let's start properly. Steins Gate. This is the whole reason we're doing this. So
yeah, because they put out screenshots and they pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm slightly more optimistic now that I know it's gonna have a new story, a la Danganronpa 2x2, but it's still just. I don't know. The art direction has taken such a hit in this remake that plus the fact it blatantly exists just because they need money. I'd say it's a big stinks. I'll still buy it because I don't want them to run out of money.
Yeah, I want Chaos Head. How would you feel if they made a Chaos Head remake?
Probably bad.
Yeah. But you know, I'm reading through Steins Gate right now. Like one of the things I really like about it is like the style, like the art style. It's very unique, and like seeing how it looks now. It's not like a bad art style. Like if I had no idea what the like original one looked like, I would look at it and be like, this is fine. I'm not looking at this critically, but the fact that you can compare it to the old art style, I think, is a big downgrade on its department. I think
the fact they posted comparison shots,
yeah.
It was just a bad idea.
Yeah, this is the problem with a lot of remakes, especially for comparison shots into it. You can tell, like, damn, the old one kind of looks way better.
Speaking of that, let's skip over Tsukihime, Persona 4, Danganronpa for now to talk about Halo Campaign Evolved.
Yay!
This game is an ugly piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I need everyone working on it to just not do that anymore.
Yeah, could you just make a different game?
Big stinks.
Yeah, it's big stinks for sure. Say if you buy an original Xbox now, you buy the original Halo, it's gonna be a great experience. Like, even if you just boot up the Master Chief Collection and play it on there, that's like a bowler experience. Even if like you're on the low graphics settings, it works perfectly fine. It's really pointless to make a remake of a game that is basically as ageless as a game can kind of be, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. Also, just the fact that, like, again, comparison screenshots, you see how much of the game's identity was sacrificed in favor of, let's make just a bright, shiny game.
Let's make it so bright.
The same shit happened with Persona 3 Reload, which is only in the middle tier because I do think it has some genuinely good additions.
Yeah, it's still Persona 3 at the end of the day. So.
No. Is the atmosphere as good as the original game? No, it's not. But
you know,
is the soundtrack as good? Definitely not.
It's still a good soundtrack. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to live up.
Might as well put the other dog shit remake of Halo Combat Evolved in the same
This is the one I played as a kid, and it was. I mean, I liked it because I was a kid, but I haven't played it since then. So, do you know anything about it?
I mean, I also played it as a child. It's ugly.
True.
It actively doesn't work, like, just on a technical level.
Damn.
And it just kind of shouldn't exist. It's in the same tier as its next door neighbor.
Yeah, we're remaking it again, but this time it's brighter. If you compare the two images, like, you can see, left is bright and the right is dark, which means the left one is better.
Yes. Well, it probably will be better than Anniversary,
but yeah, maybe it'll come out and be the best game ever. Maybe. All
right, Tsukihime.
And you said you hated this one because you said there were too many. Yeah,
the worst remake ever. Remake ever. Remake ever. Epic Bacon. Don't even joke.
Oh, you said it was. I believe you said before this recording that it was too woke. Was it? You said too woke. I believe that's how you described it.
Wokihime.
Yeah,
we hate Wokihime.
Too many pronouns, irregular nouns, and just kind of words in general. So it's big stinks. No, it's Epic Bacon. I started
probably one of the prettiest visual novels I've ever played.
Oh, okay. Sim. Sim. He's simping.
The second prettiest being Witch on the Holy Night, which is also Type Moon.
Yeah.
I love Type Moon. We should put Fate
Moons.
Extra Record on this list.
We should, but I haven't seen it, so I'm sure it's good and goated. We love Fate.
Well, it's not out yet.
No, that doesn't make sense. It makes sense. That's why I haven't played it. All right.
Persona 4 Revival goes in Persona 3 Reload tier. It's not out yet. I don't expect it to rock the boat that much. I would be shocked if it's terrible or if it's amazing.
I mean, we still need to see more than like a 5-second teaser trailer, but it'll probably be same level as Persona 3 Reload. I doubt they're gonna like massively fuck it up.
Or like massively improve it.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be some improvements. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe some new people will be willing to try it. And they'll be like, yeah, I like Persona 4 now because I've played it.
And people can worry less about the atmosphere being destroyed compared to Persona 3 because Golden already did that.
Yeah. The piss fog.
This game's atmosphere has been destroyed.
Yeah. It can only get better. So, speaking of games with fog, though, Danganronpa 2.
Oh.
No,
yeah.
Which one do you want to talk about? It was a good transition, but I didn't know if you wanted to talk about one of you.
Silent Hill is mostly going to be you, so if you want to do that real quick.
Cool. This game is good because it's Silent Hill 2. It's bad because it's just like it plays like a generic horror game instead of like Silent Hill. The main problem with remaking a Silent Hill game, one is that it's made by Bloober Team. Two, I feel like the old Silent Hill games get a lot of their like appeal and atmosphere by being PS2 games. The fog obviously limits what can be seen because it has to the game actually has to load in whilst you're moving, as everyone knows. But like it I don't know. I feel like it doesn't not work. Like the game's performances are like really good. The cutscenes are good, but like I don't know, just kind of like playing the game. I'm like, yeah. This is indeed just like every other horror game that releases. It's good in some areas, poo-poo dookie in others. But yeah.
But it's Silent Hill. You love Silent Hill.
I do love Silent Hill, and I'll probably play Silent Hill 2 Remake again at some point. But I don't know. Also, I've mentioned this in a previous thing, but they have this system where it's like the items you get are based on if like you need them or not. But it's a system that doesn't work properly. At least that's from what I've played. Because I will like be in need of like ammo, or like I'll have like enough health items, but I'll like need ammo. But I'll just keep coming across more health items.
It's kind of like Fortnite.
Yes, it's a weird thing. So I'll have like enough health items, but no ammo. But it will not give me ammo, instead give me health items. At least that's from what I played. I feel like something like in Silent Hill F, where like it's like they just put items there intentionally instead of it just being like random. Like it gives it, you can tell there's more thought put into like that instead of just like, oh yeah, we have a system where it's just like, let's hope it works, I guess.
Deliberate game design. Who would have thought that was good?
And like in Silent Hill F, like even if you do come across like a lot of items, like you have a limited amount of what you can hold in that game. So it's like a lot more, you know, you may come across a lot of items, but like, is it worth picking up and getting rid of this item, or keeping the other item, just not picking it up? It's Silent Hill 2 Remake, and also, I forgot to put these on there, but Silent Hill 1 Remake, I mean, it'll probably be good, it'll be alright at least. It's not gonna be like, I don't know, the first Silent Hill game, it's good, it's just not as good as Silent Hill 2 is all. And inevitably they're gonna remake Silent Hill 3 too as well, probably. So I'll also probably play that because I'm a cuck. But well, again, probably not as good as the original. And hopefully they remake Silent Hill 4, but they probably won't. But you know what game they are remaking?
Danganronpa 2.
Yeah, Danganronpa 2. How are we feeling about this? I'll let you talk since I just yapped a bunch.
I feel like it's gonna be epic bacon. I think the idea of a Danganronpa game, a remake that gets an additional storyline that like is just a completely separate thing, is very cool.
We can decanonize Danganronpa 3. Let's go,
please,
please. I'm begging on my knees. But yeah,
real talk. Part of me does think that 2 was chosen. Well, obviously 1, it's the most popular.
Yeah, it's
but
the same thing
also
with
because you can remake it without affecting the wider canon, technically.
Because it's in the virtual world.
Spoilers if you haven't played Danganronpa 2. We've ruined that entire game for you.
I'll put a spoiler warning in the start of the video. It's fine, or I won't. And actually, I'll put this part at the start of the video. I'll put all the spoilers in the start of the video. That way, the only game that way everyone is immediately hit with the spoilers. Okay.
The only game that's spoiled is Danganronpa 2. It's okay.
It's fine. You die at the end of Persona 3 Reload, by the way.
Oh yeah, and in Persona 4, Adachi's the killer.
Silent Hill 2, you kill your wife. And Halo, you shoot a guy or whatever.
The Halo ring destroys all sentient life in the galaxy.
Does it?
I was gonna do some Steins Gate spoilers, but you haven't finished it.
Yeah, please don't.
That would be mean. That would be evil.
Yeah.
Okabe says, "This is my Steins Gate," and then he Steins Gates all over the place.
Yeah. Fucking Pokemon, you don't have a dad, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah, let's talk about Pokemon. You want to talk about Pokemon? I'm sure you have some very strong thoughts about these.
I have strong thoughts on ORAS. I don't know if I don't know what the Pokemon community's consensus on those is, but I think they're really good remakes, like probably Epic Bacon.
Yeah, Epic Bacon. The thing is, like Leaf Green and Fire Red, is that they're both based off Game Boy games, which are old. I've played the original like Red game. It's still good, but it's like it is definitely a Game Boy game. And Leaf Green is also like obviously a Game Boy Advance game. It's not like the biggest upgrade.
Incorrect.
But I just feel like the atmosphere of the game is a bit better and it feels a bit more. It's also in color, so it's more colorful and nice. And with
Game Boy to GBA is a pretty big.
It is,
jump.
But you know, it's I don't know. Maybe I still appreciate the originals, but I feel like if you're gonna play like the games from like the start, if you will, it's probably better just to play Leaf Green or Fire Red. if you want to, obviously, you can always just play the originals if you want. I don't know how. You might want to either do it illegally or give away all your money to a GameStop or whatever. Because there's no way Nintendo could like put this on the Switch or anything. There's no way they could do that. It'd be too hard.
But they would have to like do that instead of just remaking it again.
Yeah.
Let's go Pikachu.
Let's go Pikachu. I didn't play that game. Apparently, it looks eh.
I played it a little. It was fine. I actually played Let's Go Eevee because Eevee is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Of course it is. But yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Let's talk about Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
Okay.
I like this one. It's the first one I played as a wee little child, if you will. I liked it because I was a child, but also I think the Gen 3 has a lot of like good shit in it. There's like a good amount of new Pokemon that are pretty cool. I think God of War was introduced in this game, so you have Gen 3 to thank for that.
I also just for me, I have a lot of love for like the early 3D Pokemon games.
Yeah, on like
the ones on the 3DS.
Yeah, I fuck heavy with Sun and Moon. They're pretty chill.
Sun and Moon is so good.
Yeah. What if you went to Hawaii and there were Pokemon? That'd be
I
cool.
feel like Ultra Sun and Moon should have been on the Switch.
They could make like a Legends game in Alola. I think that could be cool.
I just hate how there's no precedent for like Pokemon games getting ports. So if you want to play an old one on a newer console, you have to like pray that they'll decide to remake it, and then it might lose a lot of what you like about it in the first place.
Yeah, like I mean, some of like the older ones were on like the DS eShop, but that's been murdered, so no more of that. I know they have like the Game Boy emulators on Switch now, but they just haven't added them on there, probably because they would have to not get hundreds of monies. Even now, they're not getting like. When you buy like a new when you buy an old Pokemon game, like it's still like secondhand markets. Nintendo's not making any of that money.
Nintendo, if you're watching this, I will pay a frankly stupid amount of money. Like I will pay $40 for just a straight port of any of the 3DS Pokemon games to the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Do not remake them. Just port them. Well, that's hard because they're made for DS, but you could do it.
You could figure it out.
You're smart.
You're not
do
that
it.
dumb.
Fucking do it.
Problem with DS games is like there's two screens, and that's kind of hard to do. But you can figure it out. And like the older ones, like Game Boy is one screen, Game Boy Advance is just one screen.
Unfortunately, my Pokemon nostalgia is centered around the DS and 3DS, so I might be shit out of luck.
Yeah. I wonder if they would bring like a DS emulator thing to the Switch, because it feels. I think the DS feels more recent than it is. It's like the original DS is like 2 decades ago at this point.
The DS is as old as we are.
Oh fuck! And we're old. We're like 50.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah. Anyway.
Time for you to talk about Resident Evil for like 10 minutes, and I sit my ass down and listen.
To be fair, I don't have like much to say about these games. They're all like really good. And you may be saying like, oh, but you said Silent Hill 2 Remake was bad, but these kind of play similar to it. And the thing is they did it first, so it's fine. No, but like it just fits the vibe better. A lot of the older like Resident Evil games, they are less horror and like more like they still horror, like they're still like survival horror, but it's more leaning to like survival and like action compared to like shedding your bricks or like telling like a psychological horror story like Silent Hill is.
That's the thing. Like, Silent Hill is a very like artsy psychological horror type thing, and Resident Evil is a game about cool police people shooting and, like, zombies.
The remakes, I feel like they basically just make a different game entirely compared to the original. It's kind of like doing its own storyline basically. Like you could like start with Resident Evil 2 and like only play the remakes and you'd be fine. That being said, there is still some value to the older games, especially when it comes to Resident Evil 3 Remake, which I think is just kind of boring. It's not very fun to play. It just feels like Resident Evil 2 remake, but again, the police station that's in Resident Evil 2, you go to it in Resident Evil 3, which is like a neat thing, but it feels like maybe that was done just to like make like game development easier and just reuse this stuff from the older games, which is like fine, but it feels like they could have cooked with this game a bit more. It's just, you know, it's in big stinks, but it's not like that bad. Maybe I could put it in Persona 3 Reload. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, if we're splitting hairs like that, Steins Gate Reboot should probably also be in Persona 3 Reload. We'll know for sure when we see more of it, which should be soon. Like, I think it's going to be at some expo in like 2 days.
But
that'll be cool.
I just want to say, Resident Evil 4 Remake is probably the best like remake I've played. Even if like I prefer Persona 3 Reload like as a game because I just like Persona 3 more, Resident Evil 4 is like the best remake because it kind of like honors like how like innovative like fucking the original game was, but like it doesn't like, it still feels like the older game still has value, and this one also kind of brings a lot of its own to the table, and it just plays so damn well. It maybe has some flaws. I don't know what they are, but they might be there. Yeah, I could conceive of them maybe. I can see like some people preferring the original over it, and that's fine. That's great even. I'm so happy for you. But to me, this is like the peak of remakes, and I feel like it's all downhill from here.
Is it time for our closing arguments?
Yes, you go.
The message of this video for me, despite any praise we've given to some of these remakes, is actually stop doing remakes.
Yeah.
There's too many. I was going through a list of all the ones coming out next year, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many fucking remakes. We don't need this many. It would be nice to get some new things going, is my takeaway.
Hey, we've praised some remakes here, and I think they deserve enough praise, but like, at the same time, you could have made a new game. Like, they do make new games, like, don't get me wrong, like, Resident Evil's, like, there's a new game coming out next year. But, like, I don't know, like, not everything needs a remake. It's like, we can live, like, especially now, because, like, I don't know, game development, like, costs so much, so everyone's just trying to make the most money possible. And it doesn't feel like they're remaking games because, like, you know, we really feel like this game should be remade and more people should experience it. The reason they're making Halo again is not because they really need to remake their original Halo. It's because Microsoft can't make fucking games good. They just keep shitting the bed. Like 343, I quite liked Halo Infinite despite everything. But like, they, you know, not many people did, and like every other attempt of Microsoft games trying to be successful, like the only one I can think of is Hi-Fi Rush, and like that one just keeps getting fucked over, and like I doubt we'll ever get a sequel to that. But we're getting Halo Campaign Evolved because it's gonna make the big bucks because it's Halo. But we can't make a new Halo game because that's very hard and we might fuck it up and people will get mad at us. So just do the first one again and make it really fucking bright.
Yeah, the amount of these that feel like they're the result of like not having any idea what to do. I would say definitely Campaign Evolved. The Persona remakes to an extent, because it's like, well, where is Persona 6? Steins Gate as well. It just feels like they needed money, and they're not sure what to do with Science Adventure anymore. So it's like, well, Steins Gate's really popular, let's just do that. And I'm sure it will make them a lot of money to use, hopefully. But, I don't know. Also, Nasu, get off your ass and put out Red Garden.
Yeah. But it's just kind of weird remaking a visual novel. Like, in Tsukihime's case, they're like adding, I guess it's both Steins Gate's also adding some stuff. But at that point, you could probably make a sequel or something, depending on like how it's implemented, I guess.
Also, the original Tsukihime was a lot rougher around the edges.
Yeah,
and
if you've seen the
more, it had more like actually worth adding than Steins Gate does, because Steins Gate is universally recognized as a masterpiece.
Yeah, people want to have sex with that game. Or visual novel, even.
Mostly the anime, but...
Mostly the anime, yeah. Because
still.
people can't read. No one can read.
I am a scientist. It's so cool. Son of a bitch.
I feel like this was a pretty solid list. If you disagree, tell us in the comments, but tell it in a different language. So that way we get the engagement, but I don't actually have to read it. Thanks.
Do it in Japanese so I can kind of read some of it before I give up.
Oh no. Fuck. That's just like one of my Japanese animes.
We'll call this video talking about a few remakes or something. I don't know.
I'll title it Violet Says a Bunch of Slurs, and we also talk about Halo.
I have not said any slurs.
That's because I've actually edited all of them out, you know.
You weren't supposed to tell them that.
But yeah, video games.
Alright, well, we're gonna sign off to go play Gmod. Love and peace.
Each other in Gmod. I'm gonna have sex in Gmod. If you wanna see that, give me $1 billion and maybe a little hug, because I'm kind of feeling sad.
I'll give you a hug. Don't worry.
Anyway, video games are cool. I hope they make some one day.